Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up a busy weekend of football.
And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
They start the drive with Cook, and he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Intended for Dalvin Cook. Incomplete. Brings up second down.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he works free. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another first.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Here's Murray.
And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Here comes third and the length of the football. Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown from 19 yards away. And the Eagles are on the board here first in the season opener. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Shotgun now for Murray. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And his throw is incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
On the counter, it's Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Throwing is Hurts. And he'll find Hall. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on
and probably say, we should have done better there.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Now Murray sees something. He's going to change it up. Here's Cook again. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Murray. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Murray going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is brought in at the 21. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They'll set up the screen for Hall. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Pushes him over. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 46 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 46 yards. And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
After one, 17-7 the score on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded just inside the 30. The 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Cook up the gut. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
The Cardinals on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Throwing now is Murray. That one behind his receiver and incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it. Cook. And he is going to have the Cardinals 1st down. Well, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back could get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure you got the 1st down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
Just a gain of a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
He's going deep for Brown. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the 1st half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
63.
Here's Hurts to throw. He dumps this one off here to Hall. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
This is 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 44-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Paul ought to give up the middle. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Ball again on 2nd down. Past the 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 86 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Back to throw here. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Derek Hall in there that time to get him to the turf.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself not just so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Murray now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
On 2nd down, Cook. And able to work his way down to the 16. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. This a 33-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. Powers through. A solid move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Down at the 2.
68 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Cook is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
Cook, they push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They're going for it. Hits Murray. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Cardinals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Sly on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score Eagles 17, Cardinals 14.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
And check down complete to Hall. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
This is Smith with a grab. Oh, what a move. A big play there just before halftime. 63 yards. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Hurts.
Now they go screen. It's complete. Touchdown!
Breece Hall
from 6 yards away.
And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick six TD.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Murray trying again after the pick 6. And he fires one incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Play fake. Murray. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the...
There he goes, right side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 106 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On 1st down, Hurts going for the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They go play action with Hurts. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise him with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a 1st down. Gotta love that efficiency.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They'll give to Hall. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And he'll find Hall. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Cards are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Again, it's Cook. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. They juked him, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on third down and long. Hurts sets up to throw it. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Now Murray. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. They'll set up the screen for Hall. Touchdown, Eagles. Breece Hall, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Charles, a well-drawn-up play, beautifully executed, and look at the scoreboard and where we're at in the second half. They are on their way to a 1-0 start to this season.
Exactly what every team in the league dreams of, winning your season opener, getting off to that good start, and building confidence for the rest of the season.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Throwing left side, it's complete. A huge play there for Arizona. 47 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Murray fighting, lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Here's a give to Hall. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 22 now, here's a 2nd down and 4. Now back to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first.
9 yards. 1st down, Eagles.
A handoff for Hall. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Philly. 47 yards.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big 4th quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. They'll run here with Hall.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
And hang on here. We've got an injured player, and that's the running back, Breece Hall. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. 2nd and 6.
And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
And they'll try and run for it with Gainwell.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
Kenneth Gainwell.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. On 3rd down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. But there's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into Week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. From the gun, Murray. And now here is another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell.
He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Gainwell will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown.
Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. To throw is Murray. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. Broken tackle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Another Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Murray going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Another Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Eagles are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
They start the drive here with Gainwell. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 4. Again, a run with Gainwell. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And they will take a knee here. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination.